Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. I hope you can understand my speech. My voice is a bit breathy today because, as usual, I have a cold, and I hope you can't see that I also have pink eye in both of my eyes. Lovely, a lovely time to be alive. So I decided that today, instead of doing a book review, I'm going to do a Christmas book haul, all the books I got over the holiday season from my lovely family. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about that, and then I've got a book review, a classic sci-fi book review coming for you on Thursday, if I can speak properly by then, and if I am not in the grave. So, let's see. Speaking of the grave, the first book I got was Sea of Rust by C. Robert Cargill. I reviewed and read this book a couple years ago on Audible. I have asked for Christmas the last couple of years because I absolutely love this book. It's a robot apocalypse book. Basically, there's no humans in this book at all. It's just a bunch of robots trying to survive and cannibalizing one another and having wars. And it's really, really fun, and it's funny, and it's dark, and it's also like really exciting, and I totally shipped a couple of the characters even though they're robots. And yeah, so I highly recommend this book if you love post-apocalyptic stuff. It is a great novel, and I'm very excited that I have it now in print. The next book I got is one I have never heard of before. I think it's self-published. I'm pretty sure it's self-published. It's called Intergalactic Refrigerator, Repairmen Seldom Carry Cash, and Other Wild Tales by Tom Grencher? I don't know. My wonderful brother-in-law was like, I saw this book for you like a year ago. I thought you'd find it funny and interesting. And I'm like, I definitely do find it funny and interesting. So I will be reviewing this. It's short stories, so I'll read you a little bit of the back. A refrigerator repairman whose tools could accidentally destroy the planet. The best pot of chili ever in the history of this or any other universe. Pizza so bad it's been weaponized by aliens. Intergalactic Refrigerator Repairmen Seldom Carry Cash is a wild smorgasbord of dozens of delightful comic science fiction tales with a healthy side of fantasy mixed in. So there's a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it sounds really fun, and I'm going to give it a read. I might actually read it in April, for Indie April. That'd be fun. Because normally I'm reading a lot of ebooks for that. The next book I got was Hollow Kingdom by Kiera Jane Buxton. I reviewed the sequel to this, Feral Creatures, I think a couple months ago. So I was really excited to get the first one. I really love this book. It's really fun. If you don't know, it's also post-apocalyptic. It's about a crow living in, like the bird, living in an apocalypse where humans have been turned into zombies, and this crow makes it his mission to save domesticated pets that have been trapped in houses that can't get out. And there's more to that as well. It's really, really good. I really, really recommend it. It's so much fun. It was one of my favorite reads of 2020, I think, or 2021, I think. I don't know. What year is it? The next book I got was Chris Claremont's Sundowner. I am very excited about this one. It's a classic sci-fi. Lieutenant Nicole Shea's been grounded for too long. Now she's got wings, a mission, and nowhere to go, but up. The controversial launching of Swift Star has divided the world. It is humankind's first team effort with aliens, but is Lieutenant Shea's last chance to prove herself. So I have one of her other ones called, I have Grounded. I don't have First Flight. I might just jump right ahead and read Sundowner. I might actually read it like this month because I am like, this sounds awesome. And look at her hair. I basically just want to be this woman. So yeah, super into this. The next book, this actually was not part of a Christmas present, but an author reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I would review his book, and I said, I guess. And then he said, can I send you a physical copy? And I said, I guess. So I got Redux, The Lost Patrol by Greg Cunningham. This sounded pretty cool. So Redux, commander of the Freedom Fighters Brigade and reluctant time traveler, finds himself tasked with assaulting an advanced enemy's production facility to destroy their time-altering technology once and for all. When he and his trusty war robot Floyd get their hands on one of the enemy's time-refining vehicles, the pair set forth upon an impossible mission, becoming entangled within the loops and limitations of time travel, enduring endless battles and death. Okay, there's more. Sounds interesting to me. It's kind of short, so I will definitely give it a shot. I think I said I'd read it for him in like March, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. I got a copy of What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. This book is so short, it's almost a novella, and I reviewed it back right before it came out, I guess, in October or something like that. Really, really good. If you love T. Kingfisher, you'll love it. If you love Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher, you'll also really like it, as it is a kind of revisitation or an adaptation of that story, and it's really fun. It's got a lot of cool imagery and cool ideas, and yeah, super excited to have a copy of that. I got James White's The Dream Millennium, which is actually funny because I already have this book. But I got it in my stocking, so Santa thought that I probably didn't have it yet. It is a good book. I read it years ago. Earth was a polluted, dying planet. Everyone like knows my kind of themes here of post-apocalyptic. Violence was rampant and civilization was doomed. If man was to survive, John Devlin had to find him a new home somewhere in the galaxy. He had 1,000 years to look and 1,000 years to dream, but all his dreams were nightmares. This book actually doesn't make any sense, but it's really interesting and really fun. I also got another wild classic sci-fi called The Guardian of Isis by Monica Hughes. The president declared solemnly, I promise you that no man's hand shall be raised against this boy. We will send him as our emissary into the land of the Guardian to ask the help of the Shining One in saving our valley from the flood. Jody is forced to leave the primitive community down in the valley, where the president will not tolerate anyone who questions the strict laws and taboos he invented. But he never imagined Jody would survive the journey to Upper Isis, let alone come to meet the Guardian himself, the Shining One, and Olwen, and thus learn the truth about Isis. And I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a sequel. I guess I'll have to find the first one first. But anyway, I definitely appreciate this cover. It's amazing. So yes. Thank you, Santa, again. Okay, so the next book that I received as a gift, which I haven't read, I've read pretty much all of these other ones that aren't classic sci-fi, is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Essa Mosfe. I found this one on a channel that I really look up to, which is Better Than Food. I really love his reviews because he is so smart. So his review of this sounded fantastic, and I kind of been interested in this book before, but I wasn't sure. But after his review, I was like, yeah, I'll definitely give it a chance. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy it for myself, so I couldn't put it on my list, and I got it. So I'm very excited about this. It is a contemporary fiction. I guess I don't know. I will let you guys know because I will read it soon. And then I got a copy of Azura Ghost by Essa Hansen. As you know, this book had my most shipped couple, and now I can read it whenever I want without having to go on my tablet. No, I'm kidding. These books are fantastic. I can't wait for the third one coming out. They're so much fun. The first one is No Fit Loss. You can find both of my reviews of these on my channel, and I'm very excited to have this. Thing's a beast. I didn't realize it was so big. When I read it quite quickly because I was like super into it. But yeah, wow. I got this kind of weird book called The Stars Belong to Everyone, which is about astronomy, how to enjoy astronomy. Apparently, this is a book. The bookstore included a little explanation of who the author is, which I thought was really cute. It's clearly a used book that I got as a gift at random. I think this is really interesting. I don't know if I'll ever like read it, but I thought it's such like a kind of a cool book to own. I love it when these kind of like random. Look at this like. Okay. Yeah, super fun. And the last book that I got, a book I have been asking for probably like 5 years since I read the book. No one buys it for me, and I finally got it. It's Red Country by Joe Abercrombie. I don't know why, but this book is not like, people don't like this book as much as his other books, but I love this book. I don't know, I find it really fun. It's like a quest novel. It has a very, very slow burn romance that I very much enjoyed. It ties into the First Law trilogy, but you don't have to have read that, though I think you should because it's a great trilogy. I'm really happy to have a copy of this thing. It's a beast too, but I really like this one. I should reread it actually because I really liked it. Yeah, so those are the books that I got over the holiday season. I hope you enjoy this little haul video. I will one day do a book unhaul someday. I am running out of space, unfortunately. I might just get rid of my filing cabinet. That's probably a better idea than getting rid of books. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my very scratchy voice.